Finally, 10. For whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind. Okay? So defile themselves with mankind, what's that getting into? That's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay? So that's telling you right now that the people that think that this is heaven, or that this world is all good and everything's about love and things.
For Esau.
Cons.
At least Esau's king. This is Esau's heaven. It ain't never gonna get better than this, though.
And that's mankind, which is Esau. He's the author of mankind. He's the one that created all this shit out here. This society that we're living in.
Man, that's the spirit. You say that to me. It's about to be like wrath and spread around. Go ahead, bro.
And for perjured persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to the sound doctrine, and anything other than what's written in this book is against the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You can't add or take from any of that.
So, that brother saying that, we just gonna go back more or less, man. Like this brother said, you can't just add the Quran to this. You can't just add the Catholic doctrine to this. The Lord doesn't condone anything. But I just wanted to keep touching, man, on more or less how you get that chip tossed out, man. This is Revelation 14th chapter 9th verse, man. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in their forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture in the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. So the Lord's going to melt your ass, man. That's speaking on that nuclear fire, man. The hottest fire you're going to ever feel in your entire time, man. He's going to roast you up in the presence of the Lamb himself and the body of the holy ones. So they're going to witness your ass getting fried up on the chariot as they leave. And that's the future of this place right here. This pavement, this damn bus stop, this fuck-ass mall, the way of life that people live now, all that shit gonna be gone. All of it. Ain't gonna be not a crusty nigga running around, man.
She ain't gonna get pulled over.
Right? Nah, she won't.
Not in that Mercedes.
Not in that. Nah, she can ride around with her lights off the rest of the night.
Unless she got some melanin, and they think she's golden.
Right. Where you get that car, dude?
Gone.
Let me read on, man. This is 11. And smoke, and the smoke of torment ascended up forever and ever. And they will have no rest in that day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth his mark of his name. So if you receive the image, man, that this dude right here gonna come with, because they gonna tell you in the church to go get the damn shit. They is. Your pastor's gonna come up and be like, it's all good. This is not the mark of the beast. He's literally gonna say these words to you, man. And when you hear it, you should turn and run the fuck out, because he lying his ass off and basically marking you for death for a couple dollar bills, so he can keep rolling in this fuck ass Mercedes anyway. So it's like, what you gonna do? You can roll with, you want a Mercedes, you can roll with Esau, man. Drink that cup of wrath. You gonna get it though. And then you gonna realize that you was fucking up. Because in that moment when your ass getting burnt up, or you just getting taken out by Jake in general, or maybe the heat, they taking your ass out. You gonna know why. You gonna know why. Because you wouldn't get down with this, man. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say, if you take that chip, man, you have a choice. Because if you choose that chip in that day, you're not of that number. You're not of the 144K. Because only the 144K are going to be the ones that have the soul and spirit to withstand this evil and trouble of Jacob's trouble that's coming soon.
Calm, man. Calm. And that cup of indignation, man, it ain't going to be the cup you want to be drinking out of, man. I'm telling you. That cup is filled with something that y'all don't want to taste. Real talk.
Some wrath, indignation.
Straight wrath, man. Go ahead, brother. That's it on that, man. What was you in? You was in that Revelation, wasn't you?
No.
Oh, right. You told me that. Damn, man. I got to take this page up, too.
Bear with me real quick. It's a lot, y'all.
You good, bro. Ain't a lot of faces to shove it with today. We got out here today. Oh, yeah. Jackson, that's what that is.
No, wait.
You smiled at it. And it's all
Oh,
down.
I was trying
I'm going to go ahead and hit real quick Revelations chapter 22 and verse 12 because we've been on this chip. And for those of you that think this is going to happen over a period of years or a period of long period of time, no. Okay, it's going to happen very quickly, and it's going to happen at such a rate that nobody's going to be able to prepare for this. Not even the men that are out here teaching about it. This is chapter 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work.
22:12, bro.
His work shall be. Okay, so the Lord said right there, the Lord's coming back quickly. You individuals that think that, you know, that this generation is going to be played out, that there's 20 years, 30 years left in Babylon, you're out of your damn mind.
Huh.
This
Lord said
kingdom's over.
generation shall not pass, man.
This kingdom is over, man. I mean, you look at the economic structure in this place. You look at the infrastructure. I mean, they got asteroids in the fucking streets.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
this place is going down, man.
Hey.
It's over.
Yup.
And I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. And this is a great a learning point because with that, I just wanted to note that the Lord had this doctrine and knew of the end in the beginning. And Elohim, they all had the plan before it was even played out. So it's not about what me and these brothers are out here saying. It's not about what people will say is your own vain interpretation. No, it's about what the Lord said.
You really want to be too technical, man. It was predestined that there would be brothers out here doing this.
Hold on. Oh, that's the spirit. I was just saying something.
Oh, go ahead, man, because I was looking for that other script we was just talking
No,
about.
hit that though. I'll hit that after.
Can I hit 19?
Yeah, go ahead. We're waiting on you. Go
Okay,
ahead.
19. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book, of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. Okay, so those new international versions, those new King James versions, what are you doing? Okay, you're not supposed to change anything in this book. And for as far as I'm concerned, like these brothers were teaching in the beginning of this camp, this was the original translation from Greek and Latin before it was taken from the Paleo-Hebrew. So why are you changing the words? And I myself have been in new international versions, man. I've read scriptures that break down and make sense to me in the King James. When I read in the new international version, it's madness. It's just to take your understanding away from what the truth is, man. It's not about what we think, it's about what the Lord said.
You got something?
I was going to speak on what he said. He said the Lord has already chosen. This is Jeremiah, the 1st chapter, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou comest forth out of thy womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Then said I, Lord Yahweh, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not I am a child, for thou shalt go all that I shall send thee. Okay, so that's basically telling you right now that you have no free will, man. If you are born to do this, you're going to do this in this time, man. And the men that are doing it has been preordained from birth, man. And from the beginning.
And if you were born to just be destroyed, then that's your life. You're going to do everything in your power to get there.
Hell yeah.
And he said, say not that I'm a child, because, we come into this truth, and we're all babes when we start in this truth, man. And we're scared, and we are the meek of the earth, man. We stand in great boldness in Esau's kingdom, man. This isn't something easy to do, okay? And we telling these heathens out there going down, we telling them that, and the Lord said, you're going to do whatever I tell you.
We're speaking on World War III, speaking on the destruction of America, speaking on the destruction of the people who run America, we're speaking on the destruction of the heathens' kingdoms, because we don't give a damn, man. It's all about this book. It's all about the Lord.
And whatever so I command thee, thou shalt speak. Be not afraid of their faces, for I am there to deliver thee. Okay, so the Lord says, be not afraid of these people's faces that look up at us and scoff, man. We out here teaching all day. Or that snicker across the street, man, and stop when they don't have no scriptures to come and back it up.
Right.
Okay? Y'all motherfuckers gonna get destroyed anyway. We're not here for you. We're here for the meek, man. The people who want to hear. We're here for you. And so they're the elect, man. And through that 1/3 that gets saved through the elect. So, fear, but be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my word in thy mouth. Okay? So that's the Lord basically telling you that he puts his word in his prophet's mouth, man. And once again, like we touched earlier, we're not out here speaking our words, what we're thinking, man. The Lord's speaking through us to our brethren. Because once again, we're not out here for
Roughly paraphrasing, man. Does the Lord not say that my sheep will hear my voice? And if you don't hear it, then, you know, it's really not for you.
And it says, See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant, man. Okay, so we're above the nations. Okay? And we've been set up and you know, Lord willing, we be a part of the elect. That's what we come out here and do this work for. And we search for the hope of the elect in our works. Okay? That we help to bring this place down, man, and to plant the seeds of our new kingdom, man, under our Father's law. That's all I got on that.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. This is Luke 6, chapter 24. This is getting into the chip and, you know, and the famine and everything. But woe unto you that are rich! Woe unto you that are rich, driving around in your Bentley, you know, living it up. You fake ass Jews. You you know, all you who are living in abundance in this world, who are eating and throwing away half full plate. You know, you've been living so lavishly in this world right now. You're rich. This is your kingdom. For ye have received your consolation. That's what you get. You better enjoy it now, because that's your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. So when this thing comes, you're gonna hunger, and you're probably gonna be taking your own lives, because you ain't used to nothing like that. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So you might go on, you know, you might look at us and laugh. Oh, they're talking about the end of the world, you know. I'm about to go over there and
going to college, man.
Yeah, going to college. I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm gonna do this.
Be a scientist.
Go ahead and go by and laugh, because you're about to weep. You're about to weep.
Yeah,
and
man.
I got a.
U.S. Marshals are collecting on debt too, so go ahead and go to college, man. If you can't pay, you're gonna get arrested. U.S. Marshals are out here collecting on individuals that can't pay back their student loans, man. So, I mean, the very fact that you Edomites are, you know, establish a kingdom where you have to pay for education is a damn joke. And now, at the end of everything, when this system is failing and breaking, we find out U.S. Marshals and the feds are starting to collect dues and debts on even their own people, the so-called Edomites. Madness. I'm going to go ahead and get
Yeah, I got something else on. So this is 2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 27. Hey, I'm gonna read this real quick, and it kind of talks about the salvation of the people who took this verse. So you're more than welcome to listen in. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2, verse 27. Yeah, the times are coming close. You see us about to get in World War III. You know, it's coming. So you get yourself. I don't know if you already have one, but a King James 1611. That's the most authentic, original version of the Bible you can get. You know, the other ones, like the new versions, they have all kinds of words taken out of them. Yeah. So get yourself an original King James. Look up GMS. They got a lot of truth. You know,
we got these people set up all over the world. These people, because the Bible talks about a certain amount of people that will be saved out of these nations, out of these people. It talks about how 144 billion righteous men, 12,000 from each tribe. So basically, what's going to happen, man, is these people will start waking up.
Well, it's already happened, man.
To our people, and we got, you know, kids in Arizona, Chicago,
almost every major city in the United States, even some of the smaller cities.
yeah,
check it out, man. And, you know, Lord willing,
Yeah, 'cause this is coming to pass. This economy is falling.
This economy's going to go.
Pretty soon, family's going to come.
This dollar's going to go.
And no food's going to save you.
Yeah. 911 is going to be a thing of the past. These women that have been over the top of you for the longest time, they won't.
That scripture that's just about to weep.
And that's in the scriptures.
Crying out, laughing out, probably.
Jehovah is the title of it. It's Yahweh. Yahweh. It's spelled Y. Hey, here, go ahead and show the brother the name first. In the righteous name.
It's on the back of that.
Yeah, it's on the back. Isn't it on the back?
No, it's on the back of this brother's.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's how you
laminated
spell it. Y-A. I don't want to say, man, all these.
You got a phone? Take a picture of it.
Yeah, if you got a phone,
Because when you pray, that's the name you need to call on.
Bahashem.
The days only
Because you read that without no problems, man.
That was clean off the
Read it
tongue.
correctly.
That was clean off the tongue.
That was, and that's how you. That's man. That should let you know right here.
Hey man, come mess with us on Saturdays.
We try to get here between really like noon and about 4. We try to be up here, man. Sometimes it's a little later, sometimes a little earlier, but we try to get out here and get about 3 to 2.5 hours to just preach it, man. We do this every weekend if we can.
If you look up GMS Colorado, you can actually see us, in our videos. If you comment on that, man, I'll get you some contact information. I can let you know.
Yeah, we can do that too, man. That works too.
Yeah, man. That's what we do.
That's what we call it, man.
We're building the coldest army to ever assemble, man. And Lord willing, man, that 144K that I was talking about is going to be a bunch of Hancocks because the Lord's going to get the spiritual power.
That's they kept the spirit from us, man. And that's the reason why most brothers don't know this. They didn't let you read it. It's like, a lot of brothers will tell you, oh, well, they gave us the Bible, which is why you were saying it earlier about why half the brothers is Muslim.
Write that name down. I would have said to y'all now.
Yeah, man.
He's writing it down.
He's writing it down for you right here.
Because I can tell the Bible says don't cast pearls to swine, and I can tell right now that you ain't no swine. You're on that. You're on that
meek as hell, man. I knew it.
So,
and as soon as he
he's
saw
gonna
the
write down
sign, he had a big smile on his face.
GMS and the name of the Lord, because that's the name you need to call upon.
In that day of trouble, man, when in that day of trouble, when the dollar do come, and when people start trying to call 911 and they ain't responding, call on that name. That's our true power, man.
Sorry about the Yahweh.
And that's the whole reason we out.
That means Yahweh is the Father's name. Yahweh Shai is the Savior.
Yes, go ahead and let the brother check the spelling.
Hey, hook him up with the
H on it, bro.
Hey, hook him up with the blue letter too.
You can scoot in a little closer at him.
It's beautiful, man. I've never even had a brother as humble as you.
Yeah, we've been out here for a while, and ain't no brothers trying to be humble, man.
What you want
Yeah,
to do?
because
BLB, Blue Letter Bible. Just you can download this on your phone.
What's it called?
The Blue Letter Bible. As in, yeah, you can write that down as well if you want, man. And it's basically these two books right here. It does include, actually, it doesn't include the Apocrypha, but it does have the.
You can also download that.
Yeah, you can download the Apocrypha on your
but
phone.
basically, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, and that's his true name. So there ain't no messing around with that name.
Right, it's a very powerful word.
But Yahweh is the Father's name, which basically breaks down to be He exists. Bahashim means in the name of. Yahweh Shai is the Savior, so-called Jesus. Yahweh Shai means He saves.
That's our king, man.
So you're saying, you're calling upon the Father's name, saying in the name of Yahweh Shai. That's the Paleo. That's
Paleo Hebrew. That's the language that when our elders was brought here, they were speaking that on the ships.
That's why you ever seen Roots, brother? You know how that so-called white man is whipping Kunta Kinte.
Right, that famous scene, and he's asking him what his name is, and he keeps saying Kunta Kinte, and eventually he beats the shit out of him.
Spanish
That's what happened to the
and then
people.
these brothers, so-called Mexicans, it happened to them just reverse, so-called El Cristo.
And this is why we don't know these names. That's why we don't come up to each other and say, brother, I belong to Judah.
But that's why the Lord's coming back
Or
to
I
save.
belong to
Why would he
Simeon.
be saving people that have been living good? No,
Right.
he's coming back to save these
He's to
people
save the meek,
because
man.
we
The meek
become
shall
meek.
inherit.
Look at the people on the sign, and you can't really tell me that any of them is living good. That one brother was like, well, Argentinians are probably living good.
To go move to Argentina.
Yeah, man. And I tried to
And
ask
it's funny
that
too,
dude,
man,
like,
because he's from the tribe of Judah.
Yo,
And that's the
his-
so-called Negro.
It goes through your father's seed.
You
His
see it on
dad's
his
a
sign,
so-called
man.
Negro.
Hey, we do like
we
this,
try
brother.
not to class
We,
pants, brother.
we like this.
That was taught to us by that was taught to us in captivity.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
one of the
class-
laws.
We at least clasped the forearm or bump fist. Because we was taught not to, well, we was taught that have high five and shit.
And
by
you'll
the
see how those
savages, man.
Edomites act when you don't shake their hand. Too.
Oh, they get offended because
They get
it's a sign.
offended.
It's a sign of
Submission.
yeah, it's a
Y'all
sign
ever
of
seen,
submission.
Rise of Planet of the Apes? You know how when Caesar, or when the monkey messes up to Caesar, they put their hand down, like this? That's where that came from.
That's a spiritual movie too, because they're trying to act like we're the apes.
Yeah, it's really more or
You know,
less
because
it's
this
a
is our
jab at
planet.
us.
You know, we're gonna rise and take over the planet.
Because we really are, man. And whether brothers have, the complexion of this brother or your complexion, if we still all belong to this same tribe, and as long as we leave these tribes, we're straight. For the most part, we're straight. Got to call on the name, try to follow the laws, but it's all in this book. So now that you know that name, there's a lot of power with it. Kind of like, Spider-Man, when his Uncle Ben, he tells him, now that with great power comes great responsibility, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Because with that name, there's a lot of power behind that name, true power.
And now that you know the name, what the Lord says that we're responsible to do, man, is responsible for the rest of our brethren. Because they don't know. They don't know no better. They out here killing each other. They out here selling drugs to each other. They, Haitians and Dominicans, they'll kill each other so quick.
And they're the same
And they're the
people.
same people.
Or just Hispanics and
We've been
Negroes in
destroyed.
general.
We've been destroyed.
They'll kill each other quick. They'll kill each other faster than they'll kill the white man. And that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we getting killed by cops
Yeah,
and
man.
each other.
And each other. And we stand out here and we cuss everybody out for the sake of these people. Whether
Yeah, because
they
the Bible says reproof is beautiful. If somebody's telling you you're doing something wrong, you're learning off of that.
Hey man,
Huh.
we had brothers before we started camp, man. Before we even started anything, maybe about like 5 o'clock, man. This truck rolled up, parked right here, and he was talking to this brother. He was like, "Hey, what's that?" We show him the sign. Be like, "Hey, man, this our people, man. We're the chosen people. We're the seed of righteousness, man. And through the Lord, we are great people. But without Him, we're what we are today." And then he was like, "Y'all smoke weed?" He was like, "No." He was like, "Well, basically, he was like, fuck y'all." Then he drove off. And we out
Yeah,
here.
he sped off.
he
hit
did
the
speed
gas.
off. Yeah, it's
Like,
like
but that's the kind of
that's what our people do though. Yeah. Well, we don't want no money, man.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want no money. We don't want no money. You're not gonna come out here and we don't want no
We all
plate.
got jobs.
Yeah, shit. I mean, the only reason we
This should be for free.
come, man, and the only reason we even work or even attempt to work is so we can keep doing this, because this is the true work. This is the only thing that matters in this society. Yeah, this brother goes to work so he can be here on Saturday, and so do these brothers, man. And that's the way that we're supposed to live, because our rest is not on this side. As in,
Rest is in our Father's
And
kingdom.
when we go into work, we're just building up more money for that
yeah.
white man.
So it's like we said, man. We don't come out here and hold no plate. Hey, we don't come out here and ask nobody for no handouts. We're not out here for that. We're out here to wake up our people. And that's it. That is the reason we come out here every Saturday, or at least attempt to, man.
Read you this too, man, just to solidify who you are even more. Read you Deuteronomy 28 to 68.
Yeah, that's a good one too, man. That's a good one too, man.
So this is Deuteronomy 28 to 68. It says, "The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with way of ship." Okay, now what if I told you, if you look up the word Egypt in the definition, it's an actual thing before it's a place, like in Egypt in Africa. It's
It's a state of being.
Yeah, it's a state of being.
Egypt is actually a state of being. It's a noun, person, place, or thing type.
And he says by way of ships, holy nation that went to slavery by way of ships in history.
It only happened once, man, during the transatlantic trade slave trade. And the sharks today still swim that same route because they ate so good.
And he said, "Wherefore ever I spake unto thee,
Crazy.
that
That's
thou
crazy,
shalt
right?
see it no more again, because he took us from our land." And
From our true land.
And we were forced into Africa, where the Africans or the Hamites, who had us in slavery in Egypt, sold us into the white man.
Con.
And we came here, And then after we came here, we got, you know, put into captivity. We got the yoke of irons upon our necks.
Hold on, slow down. So explain also how, because brothers don't like to say, well, Africa, because white man will tell you quick that Africans sold Africans into slavery.
But they sold Hebrews.
Yeah, they sold Hebrews.
See, because
there's
two different dark-skinned nations on the earth.
Jake and Ham.
And they'll tell you that straight in the Bible.
That's
so,
what, you know.
And they even tell you that in that Young's Bible Dictionary, man. If you can ever find, it's hard to find
the definition of a Hamite, man, is the oldest son of Noah before the flood. And he says, you know, he had 3 sons. I think it's Japheth,
Ham and Shem.
Seth. Oh, he knew, man. He knew.
There you go. That's
hey,
the
I'll
spirit,
mess with you, brother. And Japheth, man, and then so basically, Ham is the progenitor of the dark races.
Come on, man.
Beautiful.
And
Kwame
in the Young's
Asharala.
dictionary, in the Young's Bible dictionary, it breaks it down.
Ham is the descendant of all the dark
is the
races.
progenitor of the dark races, not.
It says the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, and the Africans, and the Cushites, and the Canaanites, but not the Negroes.
The Negroes. That's in the Young's Bible.
And you can even tell. You see an African walking around, and he don't look like you.
He got a different
African. They ain't got no swag.
Something that was taught to me.
Man, we hit the floor.
Yeah, we hit the floor. We do something called, hit a dab or something. That's Jake.
Let me pull out another script for him too. Are you done with that?
Slack, hold on, let me finish this. And it says, "Thou shalt see it no more again." That's talking about Israel, because we haven't been there, because the so-called white man took it over, and they lied to everybody and said that they're us, and they're really not.
Which was done during World War II. There's a history to that too.
Hitler earlier.
Hitler knew he was. Hitler knew time was short.
And then it says, "Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondwomen and bondmen, and no man shall buy you." Okay, so that's basically saying that we shall be sold into our enemies into slavery. And who got sold into slavery? And then no man shall buy you. There's not going to be a man on earth that can get us up out this hell that we're in. That your Social Security put on. Because now you were born into debt. You working just to stay alive, just like me.
Right.
And
Your forefathers' debt is falling upon your head now. They don't even tell you that.
And for real, man. For real. This shit is modern day slavery, man.
Yep.
Modern day slavery.
Yeah, they gave Esau so many benefits.
Get us out of here except for our king, man.
It's slavery without the
And
chains.
our king is
really.
coming, man.
Shit, I mean,
You can see in the sky. Look right there, man. That's a chariot of the Lord. It's been watching us since we started.
it was actually blinking and changing.
You see some of those stars, they'll start moving around,
Moving the sun, sharing the
and then
same
just
sky.
disappear, come back.
And those are all signs of the times. That's all in the scriptures that would start happening in the days.
This is beautiful.
Guys, come, we need our payback.
Hey, touching up on that payback, we're going to get this Revelations 13.
Yeah, hit it, brother.
So this is Revelations 13 talking about that payback, okay?
Yeah,
So, you know the Lord ain't no white man, right?
of course not.
You know that in Revelations 1? We'll pull that out after this. All right, so the Lord ain't no white man, right? So he's coming back because you saw what they did to these people, right? So he ain't coming back with hugs and kisses like they like to show. They just want your money, so they're going to tell you that.
Right.
But this chapter here, Revelations 13 and 9 and 10, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth, go ahead, I'll wait for you to get there on.
13 and 9.
Yeah, 13 and 9.
So it says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. What do they do to us? They let us into captivity. They're going to go into captivity when the Lord comes back. What goes around?
We're gonna literally, man. These people on this side, 144,000 of them, are gonna chain up the heathen and these Edomites that brought us here, which is what you would call so-called red man. You can't be white. It's actually impossible to be white. They're
They look like a
skin.
peachish, like red, right?
Pink flesh. They got pink flesh. It describes that in the Bible as well.
So then it says,
Yeah, we'll hit Genesis too. Yeah, we're gonna get this one. The Lord will want us out.
The KBG, man, or the KBJ, excuse me, the King James,
1611.
King James version, or the 1611 Bible.
Because this is the very first Bible, and it has more in it that was taken out from the new Bibles. It's called the Apocrypha. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. Well, you got that little paper still? I mean, we got pens and stuff.
And I'll grab the other paper for you.
Yeah, here, we got paper. Come out here prepared somewhere.
Yeah, so then it goes on too, and it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
And just so that you know, if I was to have a sword today, it's Lord speaks about swords and how the sword is he calls that the blessing of the red man, of the true red man, the Esau, the Edomites, and that's just a modern day gun. That's what the sword is now.
Told me that too. What's the old Bible?
KJV, the King James Version, and you can find the Apocrypha is included with the Bible, but with the Bible that these brothers is holding.
KJV, right?
Yes, sir. KJV, King James Version. And the Bible that these three brothers here, they all have a version that's called 1611. It's the same Bible.
That they came out with the.
But this is included.
But this book here that me and this brother over here are holding separate is in that Bible.
Yeah.
This is the Bible that America is actually sworn under. When you swear, in court, you swear over this Bible. When the president is inducted or whatever it is, inaugurated, he swears on this Bible that he will uphold the laws.
I won't believe this. I got something in my head, y'all. I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, then I'll tell you this, man. The Lord wants you on this line,
He
let you stick around and
by the Lord's hand.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
all I can say is
it's beautiful that you just interested.
You got one of the most meekest spirits.
Most brothers don't be interested. They more interested in
this here's
dumb shit.
This describes what the Lord looks like. This is Revelations.
Yeah, read that too.
1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. So the Son of Man, that's speaking of Yahweh Shai, like we told you that was his name.
So you've also seen, have you ever seen you've seen those pictures of the Lord where he's got like a halo around his head or some sort? Yeah. That's what those candlesticks represent. Go ahead, brother.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, so he had a garment on down to the foot, like these garments that we're wearing.
Me and this brother here, brother on the end, the Lord dressing a garment down to his foot.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle, speaking of a belt.
So I got mine wrapped on, but the Lord
he had
a golden championship type looking, like a UFC
with
type
a sword attached
with a sword in it. That's what that's speaking on. Go ahead, brother. That's actually where that whole idea comes
back
from.
To destroy.
Like in UFC when they got the belt like that, that's the scripture it came from.
And then this is verse 14. His head.
I'm not even sure, man. We generally are not even out here this late. Yeah.
No, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
19.
Yeah. The last bus stopped at 9 down here, I think. So there should be another one. I'm not entirely sure.
So then it goes on. Well, let me finish this scripture.
Go ahead, brother.
Then it says on verse 14, his head and his hair were white like wool. White like wool.
White like wool.
He had woolly hair. So it was white.
If you were to look
so what kind is
woolly hair? Right. You touch the top of your head, and you won't feel wool. And it also says that in the original Oxford Dictionary. If you were to look up what it says,
the Lord came out of this tribe.
When you look up, because he came out of the tribe of Judah. So if you were to look up wool, and the description of wool literally breaks down to the tightly wound hair.
That's why they hate us, man.
That's why they hate us, man.
Jealous.
They hate us for the Lord's sake.
For thy violence against our brother, man.
I told you they're the devil, man.
They're the devil. The walking,
they ain't no
plague, man.
6 foot under with a pitchfork and tail laughing.
And that's why they push that.
They've been the devil since day one killing us, man.
I can tell you the devil too.
Yeah, man. They the damn devil, spiritually, physically. However you
you see how they look at you. I went into the Whole Foods this morning, and we're getting all kinds of dirty looks.
Right.
Yeah.
And they'll look at you.
What you doing in Whole Foods?
On the north side. On the north side of town. You know how it is.
But I'll be walking in there like, you better start shopping somewhere else because now
take off your backpack.
Right.
Now you got
like you the one go steal some shit.
Man,
Jake will have a damn $1.25 and still not go steal some shit, man.
Hey man, because you from the tribe of Judah, man.
Right.
And the Lord, one of the Lord's, the Lord, he talks to us in parables, man. Sometimes he explains himself.
He compares himself quite a bit to a lion, and how he's
the tribe of Judah is a lion. And it says, who shall rouse him up?
Right.
And in that day, man, y'all gonna lead us in the battle, man.
Yeah, Judah gonna be the head, because we waiting on some key Judites and the rest of the northern kingdom, man. Because a lot of these northern kingdom people, which would be
like the Dominicans, Levite,
right.
And we're waiting on like Zebulon, Ephraim, Manasseh.
We're waiting on them because they don't want to. A lot of them don't want to mess with us.
And you know what's funny, man? I'm Reuben. We're Reuben.
We're
We look like
Reubenites.
we're Judah.
Me and this brother right here.
You know, you would say, if you looked at me, you say you probably think I'm from Judah, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Or
from
at least
Reuben,
assume
man.
that, but we're from the Northern Kingdom, so we waiting on our brothers as well.
Yeah, so then it says his hair was as white as snow. So, you know, he had white hair.
Oh, you good, bro?
I'm good, brother. I appreciate it.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep reading, man.
And his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like fine brass. So his feet were like fine brass.
So when he says that, like we went over earlier, we did explain this earlier, that no man on earth has ever had a different colored face than his feet.
Yep.
Yeah,
So it
his
just
feet
says his
black,
feet were
his
like
face
fine
might be
brass.
black, right?
So if the Mashiach had
saying all
bronze
over,
feet,
brother.
and or even if the way that he appears to him, he sees him from top to bottom,
Because he bows.
because he's immediately bowing to the Lord. So he saw him from top to bottom. So the last thing he saw was the Lord's feet, and he had black feet. So if you go ahead, brother, read the rest.
Yeah, that's what it said. And
Sorry, we didn't mean.
no, you're good. As if they were burned in a furnace, and his voice the sound of many waters. So he was a so-called black man with a deep voice.
He wasn't. So
Or he is.
that totally tears to pieces this doctrine.
Yep.
So
who's this?
So who is this dude?
Who's this guy?
If we just read
We just read it.
we just read what the Lord looks like. We just read it, and that's what they try to tell you the Lord looks like. That's not remotely true, man. That's a damn lie.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this then on Second Ezra.
Go ahead, bro.
This is talking about the salvation, because what's coming here in Revelations is the famine, the RFID chip. You know, plagues are coming, and World War III. And World War III is what's going to destroy America too, because that nuclear fire that Russia is going to bring upon us, Russia
that
and
chip.
China. Yep.
Don't
so,
take that chip. We've been talking about the chip too.
Yeah,
all
that's
day.
what really we were
RFID
touching on
chip.
today.
Plant me in. Tell the put the plant me down too strong.
That's that Judah right there.
Got that man on me.
And I love Jesus, man.
Hell with that chip, man. That chip is nothing but indignation and hell, man. If you take that chip, it's in the scriptures that the Lord will cut you off spiritually, which is about the worst way you could get cut off.
Oh yeah.
So don't take that damn chip, man.
So then it says on verse 27, "Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful." So just like we're just reading that the rich are gonna go hungry, you know. And so when this day of trouble, others, those who are opposed to this, they're gonna weep and be sorrowful.
And even if you take, like this brother just read, man, and I know you got a little more, but even if you were to remove this from it, right? You remove the scripture piece from what's going on right now, and you just kind of look at it factually, like, you know, just with the frame of mind that if society really goes to shit, right? Who's fucked? Because it ain't really gonna be us, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, you can have rich people
right?
kill themselves.
You'll have Esau's a bitch, man. He'll put a gun to his
He
head.
ain't never had to be hungry.
He'll kill his whole family. to
That's the Lord
save-
putting that
He ain't
spirit
never had
on.
to figure
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's the type of dude to be like, niggas is coming. You know, he opened the window.
Spiritual war right now.
Huh. And when it turns physical, even if it wasn't
None of us are perfect. We ain't perfect.
Yeah,
we're not up here saying we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
said I
saved.
was perfect. I ain't say
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
there's
Oh,
no
we're not-
perfect
we're not
man.
being-
We're not saying that either.
debate. I can debate.
Right.
Brother, and this book, is, you know, honestly, man, like this brother was saying earlier, is made for sinners because we all sinners.
That's what this
Because
book
we're
is
stuck in
about,
the
man.
flesh.
We all come into
You know?
this truth with blood and guts and filth all over us, man. Because we done all been out here on the block doing niggatry, man. That was what we was about too. I was running around a couple years ago trying to be a D-boy, doing all kinds of ignorant shit, you know? And
The Lord just plucks you out of
yeah,
sin.
man, the Lord just he picks you to do this work and you just start doing it. And then it's like now I don't know what else to do with myself.
Honestly, brother, it's a very humbling thing to come up to another spirit like yours, man, because the Lord says that the spirit of the prophets, man, are subject to the prophets. So that
the
the
only people
Lord
that
doesn't
can reach
choose. You know, you don't go out and choose the Lord.
Right.
You know, you
The Lord-
can't
the
go
Lord
out and find
chooses
him.
you, man.
He finds you, brother. He
Just
finds
like,
you.
well, shit. Even and it works in reverse, man. You can't go into Rockefeller Records and be like, "Hey, I'm trying to sell my soul for a deal,"
Yeah.
because they're gonna be like, "Nigga, get the fuck out of here," because the devil picks who he wants. So it's not about us, man. You know, because I could go holler at Jay-Z or Kanye or something. Kind of get a deal. Shit, it ain't gonna work. They'll be like, get the fuck out of here, man. Trying to see what you talk about. We don't do that. They'll probably tell you to do all kinds of shit.
So then it goes on and says, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So it's talking about those people who the Lord has chosen. They're going to be merry and have abundance.
Right.
And these people are dying of famine. When they're getting the chip, they got the chip, you know, and they're like, hey, they're over there. They have abundance.
Right.
But how did they do that? But it's because of this book. You know, it wasn't no gun that did that for them. You know, it's this book which ultimately is the Lord.
Just like how the Lord led us out of Egypt, man. He's about to lead us out of Babylon.
Con. It's the second Babylon.
Spiritually, man. The Lord refers to this place as Babylon, Sodom and Gomorrah. Spiritually.
I gotta take a move right back.
Oh, you good, brother? Yeah, you good. We just gonna be over here for the moment.
So then it goes on and reads on verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. So they're going to be watching those elect, you know, those who the Lord has chosen, and they're going to envy them. They're, you know, like I said, they're going to be sitting there eating their half-bitten turkey sandwich or whatever with the chip in their forehead, and they're going to be seeing you know, those righteous few drinking the best wines, you know, sitting back enjoying themselves, eating in abundance, and but they're not going to be able to do anything because they got the Lord having their
No
back.
weapon against thee thou shalt prosper.
I hope that
29.
brother stays in the truth, man. I hope that
I can feel it. I can feel his spirit, man. He came up humble.
I guess he told him that picture.
He came up. He came up. He was like, man, that ain't Jesus. I was like, you right? You right? And then I showed him the sign, and he cracked a big ass smile, man.
And that's why I had a feeling he was gonna come over and eventually address us. It just took him a while. But it's cool, man. That's why we're out here, man.
That's why we out here, man.
To
John
try
Yasharala, man. Death to America.
Death to America, man.
In the hell with this place. Can't wait for you heathens to be drowning in your own blood, man. Can't wait. I can't wait for the Lord to come back.
And then it says, my hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So the Lord's hands are going to cover those. You know, that's why they're not going to be able to do anything against them. That's beautiful. You know, so all you brothers who are struggling in that spiritual war, stay strong.
Stay strong, man.
You know, hopefully this will bring your spirits up.
And believe, man. Have the faith.
That's what it all breaks down to.
It really does, man. Believe that Yahweh Shah is coming back for y'all, because he is, man. It's written. He promised.
That's why it ain't good to be like praying to the Lord, show you a sign, you know, or there's no actual real proof, like the Lord came down and showed himself and went back up or something, because then that wouldn't be faith. It got to be by faith.
Shit, man. Have faith and believe.
Verse 30. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. So be joyful. Don't be scared. Be joyful. You know, this is a beautiful time. And you know, it's going to be beautiful for you know, the kids when they're brought up in that kingdom. You know, and even how it said for you mother, you know, a lot of these women that are righteous women, you know, and their husband might be doing some wicked shit, you know, the Lord's gonna come in and grab them and their children. You know, but that man's gonna stay there.
Right. Stay your wicked ass and catch this fire.
And it says, remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth, and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty.
And the Lord is merciful, man. He's going to have mercy on Israel, man. On his people, on the humble ones who can humble themselves and catch his word. And there might be a couple extra ones who get in there off of the faith of some other brothers, but you better pray, man. And y'all better start praying too.
Pray for each other too, man. Don't forget that, man. Pray for your brothers, man.
So I know
they coons, but we still got them. They still are people, man.
I got this last little part here in Hebrews 4. Just pretty much talking about the faith, you know, that you had to have, which ultimately is what's gonna keep you from getting that chip. It starts on chapter 4, verse 1 of Hebrews. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest any of you should seem to come short of it. So it's saying fear, because the beginning of wisdom is to fear the Lord, right? So it's saying, to fear, just in case that promise of entering that rest, the rest is in the kingdom. Any of you shall fall short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto thee, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So you got to have that faith. That's what it breaks down to, is having that faith.
And so if I go to this brother and tell him, well, the Lord's coming back, and he's just like, hey, fuck off. He don't have no faith. Like that brother who was sitting here, all that came out of his mouth, hey, y'all smoke weed. Brother tells him no. He's like, fuck you, and peel off. Ain't no faith in a dude like that. You know what I'm saying?
He pulled up to sell it. He pulled up because he thought we were some niggas. He could sell us some weed.
And that's some stupid shit, man. That's all he came over.
He came up trying to look for a
He showed that he had faith in his faith in his
$25 come up.
So verse 3.
Some other punks be over here smoking that drill all day long, sitting over here.
We which have believed.
Sorry, brother, go ahead, man.
We which have believed do enter into rest. So those who keep that faith are going to enter into that kingdom, enter into that rest. As he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. So the works that were finished, it's saying that everything was done when the foundation of the world. So when the world was created, everything was already appointed. This time right now was appointed. Those who are going to be saved are appointed. Those who aren't going to get the chip are appointed.
Man. And that's just, man, what else can you say? So the Lord is the master puppeteer, man. He's over at the top just doing what he wants us to do. He's making it happen. Whether you're doing wickedness or doing righteousness or just all out being a coon or you a stripper bitch or whatever it is that you do with yourself, the Lord is essentially making you do that.
So do you brothers got anything else? I got one more.
Go ahead and hit that last one, man. We'll wrap it up after that one. I know you're a woman. Or you probably... No, it's okay. Cool, man.
This is Matthew's 24. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So bye-bye, Mall.
Right.
Bye-bye, White House.
Bye-bye everything, man.
Yep, it's going to be gone. That goes into that nuclear destruction. It's going to be gone. It's going to be... We're going to be able to look over here at the fire that's still coming from this place of smoke after all the nukes that done hit it and be like, that's what happens.
Right. Oh, what happens when we don't... Yeah, when your children... What happens when we don't follow the law? You'd be like, well, look over there. You see that shit over there in the west?
See that big old mushroom cloud?
Yeah, that's what happens. The Lord will straight up destroy your ass.
And that shows you too.
That caused the earth to shake and the heavens to,
tremble. To tremble.
That shows you too. One might be rude of speech, but not in knowledge, because on the beginning of that verse 2 it said, and Yahushua went unto them, see ye not all things? So something. Oh, that was me.
Right.
That's offensive. Oh, you better shut up, princess nigga.
Right. Exactly, man. Because the Lord is not dealing with y'all, man. If you soft like that. You can't shut up, princess nigga, man. I like that.
And it also
that's pretty much it.
It says also if your strength faints in that day of Jacob's trouble, then you're weak, man. You were never meant for this truth. You were never meant for this.
You was Buster, man. You was meant for destruction. If that's the case, and I really would rather not have you
at my back.
Right. I don't want you watching my back. You're a Buster.
That's the beautiful thing. That's truth too. Because that brings you to brothers that it's stronger than anything else. If I was to lay my life down for another brother in this truth, and I left my if I like kids or wife or whatever, I know they're going to be just as safe with them, if not more so, if I'm gone.
Right. Whether then you got to worry about you have these homies who's supposed to, and they'll go home to their partner house and fuck their wife, man.
Kind of brother call that bitch over to come fuck them. Right. Right after they got out of bed with their room.
That ain't no brotherhood, man.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. That's why the Bible all talks about love your brother. And even if you get into an argument, whatever, to love your brother.
Right. And Jake is we're a wild bunch, man. Sometimes Jake come to blows, but you still gotta love your brother, man. And there's laws to that too.
Yep. So then it reads on verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him. These damn disciples. You can tell who they are, reincarnated all the time. Privately saying, tell us. So they did it privately because they're so proud. Yeah, that's what this nation's all about, is pride. Say,
oh yeah, this is that's what disciples is asking about, trying to tell them when they're gonna get to be in the kingdom.
Nope. So then it's saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So that just shows our two-thirds of the people too, because they done and crucified him,
right?
And they're over there asking him. Obviously, he has so much knowledge that they're going to go ask him in private, and they're still going to go crucify him because they saw that as a threat. They were jealous. Well, that's why 2/3 of these people got to go.
For the most part, and the disciples was asking him like, "Hey, man, you know, when can we get to the kingdom? When's all this stuff going to happen?" Because they wanted to know.
Yeah,
and
so
the Lord
that
was
shows-
like, "Man, I can't tell y'all. I can't give you the Lord's secrets. You're gonna have to wait." And they've been waiting for generations.
Yeah, but he did give us signs to watch for.
Yeah,
man.
he
That's
did.
why we out
That's
here.
what he
That's
did.
why we out here
That's
telling
what
you
this
that the
gets on.
signs are times, man.
That's
where I thought you was headed. I just had to make sure you was in the same place.
That's that Matthew 24 chapters.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Oh, he just done and said that the mark was the philosophy. You better take heed to this chapter right here, that you don't get deceived by that. They're packing you with some untemp mortar. You went into the church building.
You better stop listening to Nate say.
Come on. That's why it says examine before you rebuke. Like I was saying, use those other people as a sharpener to sharpen your sword. So examine that before you rebuke.
Oh, the Wodi's gonna pull up.
This is like the third or fourth time, man. Yeah, just by. I don't know who they must be looking for somebody. Sorry, brother. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed. Oh, sorry, I just read that. I'll read it. Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So that's why it's examined before you rebuke.
And that goes to talk for all these false prophets, all these fake camps, all these false images, all these graven images, what you put in stone, these bullshit traditions.
Idolatry.
You ain't supposed to be doing none of that.
Because a lot of us, I've met a lot of sincere people that are kind of lost still.
Right.
And they was telling me they don't go to church because they like this one brother at work. The other day it was lunchtime. I had him sit down in my car and we went over some scriptures. I guess he's a pastor, but we were going over some things, and and he's really sincere, but he was off on some things. So we were just getting into those scriptures, trying to sharpen off of each other, But yeah, so then it goes ahead. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That's what's going on right now. Wars is going on.
And that's happening right now, man. You hear about all this World War III talk. That happens every day. World War III already started, man.
Don't get scared, because this is beautiful.
It ain't no
That's what it's about to say.
Go ahead, brother.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So it ain't going to end just this second.
No.
Because we ain't in this war yet. Don't be troubled, because all this must come to pass. And it's beautiful. This famine must come to pass. This chip must come to pass. Hopefully we could endure through this. This is verse 7. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. So Russia, China, America.
BRICS nations.
Who's that?
Saudi
Turkey,
Arabia, Turkey.
Syria.
Korea, North Korea, South Korea.
All fighting. All fighting for power. They all want to rule up They all trying to
They trying to fight for who's next, but they fail to realize
they fighting
next.
for who's next.
We next.
Yeah,
That's what they really fight.
We next, man.
It ain't theirs, man. The kingdom don't belong to none of them.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And if you really look at the world, all this stuff is happening.
Like everything.
Huh.
There's a diverse, some type of temptation, some type of place, some random place in the world every day. Every day, man.
All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver. And this is a cut too, because not too long, I think it was like a month ago or something. We had some 2/3 come up on us, and they was trying to say that the Lord already came.
Oh man,
I didn't see none of this stuff happen.
right?
You know, it's starting to happen, but you know,
some of it has come to pass, but it's still going on.
Because there are those that came in His name, and they're trying to deceive many.
Come, including Cesare,
That's why you got to be
Martin
sharp.
Luther Queen, Muhammad. I ain't even gonna give him that title. And this happened a multitude of times, man.
Hear that brother coming back. Yep.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. So this is the time of Jacob's trouble. They're going to deliver Jacob up to be afflicted and try to give him this chip, you know, and shall kill you. That's it.
Hell no, man. I'm sorry, brother. I don't know if they coming. To be honest, which one you looking for?
Anyway, I go downtown at 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, brother. I think they're done running, man. For some of these at 7, it look like they stopped running at 7. This one gonna be back around 8, 8:05.
7.
What time is it?
It's about to be 8, man. 8 is a little while.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
What day is it?
7:43, my brother. So
Day?
Yeah.
That's for Saturday. This is Monday through Friday. Oh yeah, man, they done running today.
Yeah.
They ain't coming back. Their last bus was at 6:38. At least going to that place. That one was at 6:45.
I'm going downtown.
Wasatch close to downtown. Boulder Street is close to downtown. I know Pipes.
Which one they come?
they all stopped at like 6.
Yeah, they're all done running, my man.
Yeah,
Half bad or something. I don't think they coming back. Sorry about that, man.
All right, y'all, man.
Yeah, brother.
All right, that's the proper word.
Yeah, man. Look up GMS, man.
Look us up.
Be safe out there, brother.
Yeah.
However y'all choose.
Oh man, nah, we good, bro.
Nah, I don't want to carry this band. Give it to y'all.
Straight, man. We
Yeah,
about to go home to the
we about to go home to the tent, man. We simple brothers, man. We just want to make sure you get to where you going. Shalom, brother. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, come back, man. We out here every Saturday.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I will be witness to that.
It's just a reserve, though, nigga. You can't do shit with it.
And then it's
gonna be
keeps on
useless.
going.
Might as well get him somewhere.
Right.
And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Come.
They're gonna hate us for the
they-
Lord's name's sake.
They so do. The world hates Jake, man, for the simple fact that we're the Lord's people, man. And we stand over here ain't afraid to say it, and that generates even more hate.
And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. That's what I was saying. It's a beautiful thing coming into this truth, because you got those brothers that have your back no matter what, you know. And you can be having people betraying each other,
Come.
you know. And that falls under your own family, you know. Your own sister might betray you know, whatever the case might be.
Man, you know, I don't mean to cut you off, brother, but you know this city fucking bougie, man. Because goddamn the bus system, how you gonna stop running on a Saturday at 6:30? Just thinking that shit in my head, like what a fucking joke that is, man.
They know they make work on Saturday because they know you know.
Because Jake the only one trying to
Look,
catch the bus out
exactly.
here, man. That's why I fucking hate this place, man. God damn.
And we the only ones that gotta ride the bus to get to work.
Right. And get off at 5:30 on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, I used to always have to catch the bus
Right.
to work, and you know I'm in construction, so I'm catching the bus with all kinds of tools. My boss is
Bullshit,
flipping out because I catch the earliest bus and still in there 10 minutes
Lord's
late.
gonna guide him.
Yeah, that brother's cool, man. He'll be alright. We'll see him again. I got a feeling we'll see that brother again, man.
And shall hate one another. You know, so that you will betraying each other and hating each other. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. It's like what's going on. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Come.
But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So you got to endure. If they pull you into that camp, you got to endure. If they take your family out before you, got to endure through that. You know, it's really an easy thing to say, but it's always easier said than done.
Which is very true, man.
That's why really we all be together, man.
And that true tribulation,
you gotta have your brothers, man, because we back each other. And the Lord Lord willing, He backs us, and we're gonna know what we're gonna have in that day. Besides, our brothers and our Bibles, and the Lord.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and read this last verse, and then we'll close with that. I got a couple other things I want to say too, but this is verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. We got brothers all over the world preaching this right now.
Philippines, Europe, all over America.
I just saw one.
And they're all popping up in South America now, man. We got brothers teaching in sign language. I know.
That's what I was just about to say.
I saw it in your eyes, brother. I ain't even steal the words from you, man. I'm sorry. But you got brothers teaching in Spanish, sign language, man. The end is near, man, because everybody, if any man have an ear, let him hear, man. Straight up.
For a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Because the Lord has never just went up and destroyed a place. He warned everybody first, and that's what we're out here doing. And He's out here warning our people
to stand on the street corners and prophesy the coming, man, and prophesy the end. And we do that. And that's what other brothers are doing too, man.
That's a cut towards all these religions. You fake Christians, you fake Jews, Islam. You've been out here for a while, and the whole world has heard your doctrine. And still the end ain't come.
Shit. And the end still, yeah, exactly. Where's the end then? If all y'all, brothers over here trying to come up and say the Lord came twice already.
Yeah.
Well, man, you mad, bro.
Talk about the mother of God.
This ain't our rest.
Mother of God, we should be. There's no peace, man. Come on.
What's the bride, man? Wisdom's the bride.
I was ready to punch that dude in the head. I had to quell myself because he was pissing me off.
So I just wanted to say something. I was kind of touching up on some history this week, and it's just pretty much towards Egyptology. I just wanted to bring out how those Egyptologists always come out trying to say that there's no historical proof that anything has ever happened as far as Moses, as far as Joseph, anything like that, But as I was getting into it, I looked into the Battle of Kadesh, which is a battle of Ramses II. Okay, so Ramses II, he went into that battle against the Syrians or the Assyrians, and he got fucked up. Okay, so you look at the Assyrians' archives that they have found, and they found many recordings of that battle, also saying that they got fucked up, and they got they have found the peace treaty that they have made, which is stating how it's, if anything, it's it's the Egyptians lost, so it's a peace treaty between them both. Okay, so if you look into what Ramses II was building, all kinds of things, and he built his own museum. What is that? The Hall of
the Valley of the Kings.
Yeah, the Valley of the Kings.
His father built that.
He put that. He has hieroglyphics on that war, saying that they won the war. So, and there's no ever recorded time in history for the Egyptians that they have that they've lost a war.
Hey, get that on camera. Look at that. See that? Just hear that sound? Yeah, that's a drone. That's flying real low too. I think they just did a sortie on us.
Well, there's another one over here, brother. There's another one flying right over here.
If you actually literally turn right here, that chariot.
That chariot, yeah, it's blasting up.
Yeah, it just stepped up into the sky. It's actually continuously going up. I wasn't going to say nothing, but now I'm looking at it like, damn.
Yeah, so there's no recorded thing in Egypt, but there's many in all the other nations of the losses that Egypt has had in battle, because they don't want to do that, because they want to build their people up to have a high spirit, motivation purposes. So he rewrote history on his own terms and lied about it.
Which is
okay. So that proves, why would they say, because
no, you're good. I was just commenting.
You know, so that proves that, you know, Pharaoh was supposed to be the walking God, you know, in mortal form. And so why would they put it up that the Lord of these people, Yahweh, you know, did all the things that he did to him in the book of Genesis?
Right.
He wouldn't, you know. So that just is a cold cut towards that. And then if you look in the building of Abu Simbel, it's spelled Abu Simbel in ancient Egypt. It has recorded in there, and the body of Ramses II, firstborn son,
Who the Lord took out.
who the Lord took out. And if you look in to Sahel Island, it's spelled Sehel Island. There's a recorded time of a 7-year famine. So, you know, these Egyptologies are nothing but dummies. You know, they're those that are coming to deceive many. You know, they don't know their own history.
They don't.
You know, that's why I was saying too, talking about, you know, use these other things to sharpen yourself. You know, don't just rebuke it right away, but learn it. That way, if they come up, you can tell them where it's wrong, and then hopefully that might draw them into it.
Man.
You know, but it's all in the Lord's hands. I just wanted to bring that out because I've seen a lot of Egyptologists come against you know, the truth. Just because you know, we're a lost people, so we try to find anything, you know, to grab onto. Keep, you know, for the northern tribe, it's mostly Catholicism.
Right.
For the southern tribe, it's Islam. It's Egyptology. You know, but you know, real soon here we're coming together, and the Lord's going to come back, and the kingdom is at hand.
Brother. That's the time, man.
Behold, he comes quickly.
Brothers. Like a thief in the night.
Even the ant knows to gather its food during the summer for the winter time, but the people, they out here just fucking around. They ain't gathering their food.
Man, that's beautiful.
And the conies do that too. They're a feeble people.
And with that, man, we're gonna close it up. We're gonna wrap it up.
All praises
to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
and all the power.